a 10.
I'm a 10.
10. I feel like a 10.
I'm a 10.
I think I'm a 10.
Oh, I'm a 10.
At the moment, I'm a fucking 11. Are you kidding me?
Oh, like an 11, I think.
According to the YouTube comments and my DMs, a 12.
I don't know about you, but when I see this, I get so fucking angry, bro. Like, yeah, of course, have some self-love and confidence in yourself, but this is just too much. And now, how did that happen? Why girls that would be laughed at shamed 100 or 50 years ago get now more attention, are more confident, and think they are 10 out of 10? When you have all the horny things for free, and since the porn isn't the only place you can find half-naked provocative girls, men just becomes more horny. Back then, when the internet and porn wasn't a thing, seeing a woman's naked body, like, you know, tits or ass, was something very rare. My dad once told me about him and his friends, how they were buying those porn magazines. He remembered it very well and almost laughed at it. But now men don't laugh about porn nor the naked girls. It's the reason why they have low testosterone, why they can find any real women. They have fucked up mental health and confidence. But back then, it wasn't just that easy to see half-naked or naked women. You had to be charismatic, you have to be confident, you have to be sexy, you have to grab your balls and talk to that woman to get laid. Since male charisma towards women or testosterone went down, it became normal to text and approach women online. It's now easier to approach women and you don't have to grab your balls and approach women in real life. But still, it's not easy to get access to that girl that you like, because chances are that she will respond to you after seeing your stinky profile is very low. And so instead of trying to improve yourself like men were doing 50 years ago when they got rejected, that motivates them to actually improve and hopefully get the girl they like one day. Now it's okay when you aren't successful with that girl. You can click off and click to a different profile again and again and again and again and again and again. Boom! The girl got engaged with you. That's awesome! Until you realize that we as a man have given so much attention to the girls that are average looking, and that just shows more on Instagram that they should. Now they have the attention that they didn't deserve, and we choose the girls that are average and just more provocative over the real high valuable women. And you may ask, why is that even a bad thing? Since texting and approaching women has become normal, now the average looking fat or ugly girls that just shows more on Instagram gets 10 times more attention than they would 50 years ago. And so now we give to those women more confidence in themselves. Therefore, this is the reason why all these mid-looking women thinks they are above the scale, because of the attention that we give them. And this leads to this never-ending cycle that the women that are 4 out of 10 think they are 10 out of 10. Therefore, they approach the 10 out of 10 chats. But those 10 out of 10 chats have their values and see those women as 5 out of 10 or even lower. Therefore, you will end up in this never-ending cycle where horny guys want average women, and average women think they aren't average because of the attention that they get from the horny guys. Therefore, they will go for the 8 or 10 out of 10 chats, but the chats don't want them because they have values and they look for that real 10 out of 10 women. And so because she thinks she's the slay ultra 10 out of 10 queen and no man could remove her from the throne, she will end up sleeping with 10, 20, 30, 50 or even more guys just to fulfill her needs and ego. And then she becomes unmarriable, not because she's ugly or fat, but because of her body count. There has been done research on women, and it has been found that the divorce rate on women in the marriage is based on their pre-sexual experience. That means the more sex with different guys the girl had, the more likely it is that she'll divorce you. And this completely destroys the classical nuclear family, you know, the family of a husband, wife and kids. You've heard the elite people talking about the overpopulation problem and shit, but in reality we are actually on the population decline. You know, back then it was normal to have kids when you were 18 or 20. Therefore, men in their 20s had their purpose, and when they got drafted to war, they had this masculine mission or purpose that they had to get back from the war to protect and provide for their families. But now you don't have this. Men don't have purpose. They just go home, jack off on some fucking average women or some porn. They get lower testosterone. They will fuck up their charisma, their confidence. Therefore, they will only text with the, you know, mid-looking girls that are just selling their photos because they're incapable of approaching actually the real women and getting laid in real life. And that's why you see all these propaganda, this feminism, yes, slay, woo, go queen, you're the best, you're independent, you don't need men. Because men has become so weak that they can't even approach women. They don't show the women that they are the true men. Therefore, now we are in the state where most women are more masculine than men, and that creates the idea that women don't need men because they are literally more masculine. And then you have men that have slept with women you wouldn't even believe. I'm not talking about the 5 out of 10 girls, average looking provocative girls. I mean the real 10 out of 10 girls, the fucking model, even better than models, the real feminine girls. Why? How? They aren't degenerate. They don't watch TikTok, they don't watch porn, they don't scroll on Reddit to find some nudes. They realized after being the horny guy like you are, that porn and fucking jerking off on some average looking woman and being incapable of actually getting laid won't make them happy. What will make them happy is improving themselves to becoming the men that will actually get women, that will actually be able to create a family in which he participates as the real, respected, true masculine dad that his own kids adore. And by the horny guy, I mean you have problem with porn. You jerk off over your female friends that shows more on Instagram than they should. You are trying to find the celebrity secret nudes on Reddit, or you give more attention to that girl that has good ass in the leggings and have bigger neckline than she should. I know you do. Don't cope with me. I'm fucking men too. You can't lie about this to me. But instead of wasting time coping yourself that you're a different guy, let's talk about how to actually become that different guy that can literally save this collapsing world from the end. Now you have a choice. You can either be the man that is disciplined, masculine, respected, and charismatic, that attracts the women that will be submissive to them, listen to them, respect them, and give them the beautiful, smart children that will adore you because of how masculine and good dad you are. Or you can stay the fucking horny guy that can't even attract the real woman, has small balls, has low testosterone, and becomes infertile due to the low testosterone, attracts only ugly women that will in the end cheat on you because you can't even make her come, because you're so addicted to the horny stuff and you are not even disciplined and masculine men, and you can't even control your emotions. Therefore you fucking come in the first second you will put the dick in your woman. You can either continue to give the attention to girls that doesn't deserve it at all and that ruins the society and mental health of men, or you can become that man that values the true 10 out of 10 feminine women that can raise your child and aren't affected by the horny guys yet. Those type of women aren't too much on this world anymore. And that's the same with the masculine men. But women will only become less masculine if we as a man will become more masculine. Therefore they will have the time to develop their feminine energy, because there is no need for developing the masculine energy, because we are here. We men are the masculine side of the world. Only this way we will be able to decrease the 50% divorce rate or the feminism. But this is a problem we have started, boys. Maybe it's not our fault that everything has become sexual and our dick naturally wants to go for it, but it's on us, and only we can do the change. We have started this imbalance in masculine and feminine poles, and it's on you whether you will save yourself, your future family, or you will prevent this collapsing world to end, or you will remain the same. I'm George Line, I'm the leader of this pack, and if you chose the first option, this is the place where you will transfer from the horny guy to the masculine guy. And you can only achieve this by going down and clicking on subscribe button, because with this one simple click, you will join our lion pack in the jungle, and here we transfer from the lame ass zebras to the true lion kings that are masculine, rich, happy, and conquers the fucking world. It's your choice. Bye, bro.